Okay, fat boy status in the motherfucking building. Ooh, boy, I smell like money. I'm laughing at the bank cause you broke niggas look funny. Still rocking them Dickies and them plain tall tees. I got my polo on and them Levi jeans. You can catch me at the strip club tipping them strippers.
This is the Artistry Hub coming to you live again with another episode of the Hub Beat. Got my boy Big Speekah and ARAGÓN back in here for part 2, as promised. Last time, if you caught the interview, we talked about their, later music coming out right now that they're working on. We also talked about, music in general and how, it's a conveyance of emotion and all of that. Just really good topics. It was a really good conversation. So if you didn't catch part 1, go ahead and hit YouTube at the Artistry Hub and get that in so you can catch up. Right now we gonna start. We just pick up where we left off, man. So y'all were working on Cigarettes and Jefferson Reserve. Is there any new developments on that? Y'all come up with any release dates? Or?
Release dates looking around August, September, late August, early September, because that's around Speekah's birthday.
Okay.
Big 21. Big 21.
Big 2. Oh, snap.
Big 21. So
the turn-up's going to be real.
So the turn-up's going to start
drinking. I'm going to start drinking.
Yeah.
Legally.
We all know how that goes.
Yeah, so
I'm going to fucking lick my ID and put it on my forehead and go around the bars like,
nah.
I'm 21.
You're going to get kicked out
real quick.
Nah. Cool, man.
But yeah.
August, early September, somewhere around there. Cool. We still haven't decided on a specific date.
Got you. Should we be on the lookout for any singles or anything y'all drop before?
We're gonna drop a few singles, not from Cigarettes and Jefferson's Reserve though.
Oh, okay.
It's from our album.
Okay.
We still haven't named our album yet. We have some ideas of what we want to call it, but we still haven't named it. But once we drop a single, just know that that's not from Cigarettes and Jefferson's Reserve. It's from our official all-original album. The reason we want to do it like that is so that way we can promote the album and get you guys ready for the album, but also have something to release before the album. To feed the streets before we flood the streets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because once we drop that album, it's gonna be like legit. We doing hard copies and just putting it out there.
So y'all coming with the whole bang.
The whole shebang.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be like the album, and it's all good music, man. We heard some good feedback.
Yeah.
And so far, thank God, man. It's
been going
something
well.
that's been looking bright for right now, man.
Oh yeah, it always feels good when you got something good cooking up in the background.
Very true.
Oh yeah.
True.
And I know you had you have your own EP. Hello There.
Hello There. Yeah.
Any news on that?
Hello There is almost done when it comes to the production, because in the last interview I mentioned I'm producing that EP all by myself. Mm-hmm. No help, no nothing. So when it comes to like the beats and all that, it's almost done. It's almost done. I have somewhere around 30 beats to choose from.
Boy, we're working hard.
And it's only gonna have 7 songs, So I still gotta like go back and eliminate some that just don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? The EP's gonna have something like a 80s, 90s type feel, but with the groove of the 2010s. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something completely different, something I've never touched before.
Soulful.
Yeah, something soulful. And that's like that's my introduction as ARAGÓN, man, because I'm done with the whole, everyday rap shit,
Yeah.
Like, it's going to have rap in it, but it's not going to be focused all on rap,
mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to be singing on there. Not the best singer, but you know what, that shit don't matter. If you hit your keys right on that auto-tune, you're good. But like, I'm telling you, man, it's going to be something completely different, something I've never touched before. I'm excited. And I hope everybody else is excited for me, man, because it's going to be something really, really good, really, really good music, man. I really believe that.
Oh yeah, and we'll be on top of that. We'll be following all their single releases and everything all the way up to EPs and when their album drops as well. But before we move on, we got another EP we finna talk about from my boy Big Speekah.
Yeah.
Speakah's Long Bass. Tell us a little bit about that.
Speakah's Long Waves.
Speakah's Long Waves. My bad.
It's cool. It's the trippy. See, I go by Big Speekah, so the one that I want to release is it's for the bass heads out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be banging like a motherfucker. Most of the beats are gonna be produced by my boy, You know what I mean? And I know I've heard some of them, and them
So you like
motherfuckers.
some slap.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be more of a slow, you know, smooth, chilling, cruising too, smoking too, you know. So banging, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have a system, you gonna love my shit.
Oh, shoot,
You gonna go get it.
I
You know,
just
so
put a
if you
12 in.
if you got your system, bro, you gonna want my shit because it's gonna be real.
It's gonna make the
smooth and
motherfucking rear
It's
view
gonna-
shape.
Yeah, you know
bro.
what I'm saying? And
That's what we're shooting for in this EP.
yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
slow stands for Speekah, slow, Speekah, slow on waves.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll be like a bass. I want to
Yeah.
focus it on some bass shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
So, should we be expecting like a southern feel to it? Or?
Southern with
some.
I think Speekah's more of like a southern feel, but with lyrics from the east type shit. Because Speekah's really good at writing.
Got
That's something he's always been really good at.
It's gonna be
Metaphors, similes, shit like that. He's always been really, really, really good at that. So I feel
Expect something.
the
Yeah.
rhythms, yeah, definitely Dirty South. But the lyrics themselves, I feel they're more East Coast, Midwest type shit. You know what I'm
And
saying?
just to let y'all know, that's gonna be my first solo tape out there ever. So
Very true.
you know, I'm gonna try to come as hard as I can. And some people have told me, if you don't think it's perfect, don't release it. I haven't released anything because I haven't felt like it's been ready for y'all. But now that we're working on some shit, like it's gonna be ready, and I'm gonna feel real comfortable, and I'm gonna fucking release it.
Good, yeah, no rush releases, man.
Yeah,
It's all about putting that quality out.
That's
when
one
coming
thing,
up.
quality.
Exactly.
Don't go back and try and redo it and release it right from the jump.
Exactly. And those aren't like we have songs from other tapes that we just didn't release as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because me and Speekah last year were working on a tape called Soulful Summer, and they had like southern type feel beats, but with samples from like the 30s, the 40s. Like it was really dope, man. It's called Soulful Summer, but for whatever reasons, we just didn't really feel like the album or the EP was good enough. You know, and we actually just resurfaced on those beats and those songs. We found them in a long lost fucking drive. We showed them to a few people, and these people just tell us that we're some dumbasses for never releasing them. So that might just be something we just drop just to drop.
Just to feed
You know,
streets,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Because like
And
we have so much shit.
The crazy
like, so
thing is
much shit.
that tape that he's talking about, the fucking Soulful Summer,
Soulful Summer.
is just recorded. And it's ready to be put out there. It was just on hold. So we took too long to put that out there, but it's gonna come soon, man. So y'all be on the lookout.
It's a whole
man.
bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
man. It's a whole bunch of stuff. It's a whole mix of things. We just don't know where to start.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's really the thing, man. That's really the case.
It's always the hardest part is
You
to
know?
start. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But once you get it going, you know, it's
Exactly.
off to the races.
Exactly.
Breaks.
Yeah,
Ain't no
yeah,
breaks
yeah.
after that.
You don't want no breaks when you're trying
Yeah,
to make it. You
exactly.
know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Hey man, that's good to hear. Like I said, we'll be following all the releases, all the singles they put out. So I'll be keeping y'all on your toes about that. You know, from all our social media accounts. It's the Artistry Hub at Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Google Plus, Facebook, almost everything. So we'll definitely be out there.
For sure.
But right now, I want to transition to a little bit just to talk about the music culture in the area in general, or maybe what y'all could speak on from the rap or hip hop side of things. From y'all's time performing and making music, what do y'all see that can improve? You know, as far as connectivity, as far as collaboration, or just the culture in general.
I feel like people should stop feeling like they're the big dog and stop having such a fucking ego.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking on anybody specific, but it's just like we're all underground artists. We're all doing it because we love it, and it should be all love. That's what it should be. Nobody should feel like they're on top of other people, because we're all crabs in a bucket.
Yep.
And that shit will never change. We're all crabs in a bucket. All of us are trying to get the fuck out that bucket. And the only way to get out the bucket is by helping each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one thing about Dallas that I've noticed too. Like a lot of guys out here just they think they're the best.
Yeah.
And
I don't
that's
blame them.
just
Some
not
people are talented. Don't get me wrong. You might be
That's
talented.
just
man.
not the case, because
You gotta help everybody out.
hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, and that shit's just been proven. Like
Mm-hmm.
people by like Soulja Boy and Young Thug. Like I don't mean to talk shit about these artists, because that's not what I'm doing. It's just like I personally don't feel those are type of artists that deserve the limelight.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's just so much talent. And I'm not speaking about me and Speekah. I'm not talking about us. I'm just talking about, like, there's some real talent out there that deserves to be up there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That deserves to have control of the industry and control of the music scene. But sometimes people just don't put their gears to work and don't fucking grind. You know? And that's just the thing.
Which brings me around to this. I have a quote from Muhammad Ali, and he says, "I run on the road long before I dance under the lights." And I think that speaks to what y'all are talking about.
Yeah.
As far as, you know, putting in the work, you know, before you ever get the shine, you know, like you said, you know, if you got the talent and you don't grind, you know, then
who's gonna hear you?
Exactly. What's there to say about your music or everything that you possess that everybody could hear, you know, that might potentially set you off on a good path for the future or whatever, you know, as far as your music goes.
Exactly.
Of course, if there's no hard work, then you shouldn't have glory, you know, after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there could be a guy that could be talented as fuck sitting at home thinking everybody's gonna hear him. There could be a guy that might not go as hard as him, but he's out there in the street selling his tapes.
Or passing them out.
Passing them out. 10 people know about the guy passing them out.
Yeah.
One person knows about the guy at home, and that's him.
Yeah.
That knows about himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hard work does beat talent when talent doesn't work hard, man.
Every time.
That's how we go. That's what we go. We go by that.
Like
shit.
the motto.
A lot, yeah. We do go by that. And that's proven to us plenty of times.
It's not to say that we suck, because you know, we don't suck. You know, but it's another way of thinking, man. You know what I'm saying? It's another way of thinking. Because I know artists that go so much harder than us, but they just don't put in the work, and our numbers speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? We have a song. I'm not gonna name the song. If you go to my SoundCloud, get at ARAGÓN, you'll see what song I'm talking about. But if you go to this song, dude, it's got 22K plays in a month. We never share the song.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, not once.
If anybody knows me,
if
and
people
they see
share
me
the
sharing
song
that
for
song
us.
on my Facebook or any other,
Like, tell us that we're
media,
lying.
tell me.
Tell us that we're lying.
So I've never
I'll
shared it.
share
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, but
I've never
seriously.
done that.
No, this is some serious shit. Like, we released it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Overnight, it got 15K. Overnight. This isn't me. I'm not fucking around. I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Like, overnight, 15K. Within the first week, it was 25K. You know, I don't know where it's at now, but I haven't, you know, checked it on Facebook. And then about a few weeks later, I decided to upload it on SoundCloud because the quality was garbage on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, if you guys like it that much, y'all should listen to what it really sounds like. And, you know, I checked it actually a few days ago on SoundCloud. Was it last night? It was last night. I checked it last night, dude, and it was at 22K. Like, that shit's fucking phenomenal because we don't share the song. We don't share it like at all, bro.
Yeah.
Like at all. And it's just us speaking about how we feel about that situation. Like I said, it's a whole mess of things that I just don't want to get into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. But if you guys check, you get lost in the sauce.
Shout out to Gucci.
Yeah, but like seriously, man, check it out. You'll see what we're talking about, and if you like it, you'll share it. But dude, like, you know what I'm saying, we never shared the song, and it went viral. Like, you know,
that's crazy.
And you know, to me, that's pretty fucking dope.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying none of this to gloat, feel cocky, or some sort of ego, but it's just like that song. What we put into that song are literally our feelings toward that situation.
That was like
that shit was like
speaking our heart after, man.
Yeah, and people fucking love that shit.
I think that's the best way to get in touch with a crowd base is to put out stuff that people can relate to.
Exactly.
You know, like last time, like we said, we talked about music just being a conveyance of emotion, and that's exactly what y'all did. Y'all pulled 22K views off pulling on people's, you know, heartstrings, you know?
And like, that song is real deep. If y'all get a chance to listen to it, it's real deep. And, I don't know, people just liked it and shared it. I'm talking about 700 shares. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even us sharing that at all.
Yeah.
It was just surprising because when we did that song, I told him also, like, bro, it's not even about... We're just putting our feelings out there.
It was never about the play.
It was never about.
It was never about plays or views.
Everything else was just unexpected.
Yeah,
it just hit us like, oh shit. You know, I guess people like that, and that's the thing. Like, and the song is not talking about getting fucked up. You know,
it's not about that.
It's nothing like that. It'll probably make y'all cry. If y'all listen to it, it'll probably make it right. And that's
it's-
all bullshit aside, because I almost said
It's
it when I wrote it.
it's
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's some deep shit, man.
But yeah, man.
Hey, man, keep putting out stuff like
You
that.
feel
I'm
me?
gonna get a hold of this track. Trust
Yeah.
me, y'all. Y'all gonna
Yeah,
hear
man.
this.
Put it up. Put
If
it
they
on.
don't share it, I'm gonna share it for them, and y'all gonna get some more of this stuff for real.
Yup.
Man, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. So, while we talking about that and just hustle and grind and trying to get yourself out there and knowing that you have some innate talent, you know, and you're trying to get out there,
Sure.
are there any tips that you could give, you know, up and comers as far as, you know, maybe, you know?
Can I
Okay,
share
go ahead.
something
Go
real quick?
ahead. Start. Go ahead. Start.
Don't ever think that networking is kissing ass.
It's not.
Ever. I used to be that nigga.
Yeah.
I used to be, hey bro, let's go, let's talk to this guy, you know, let's work with him.
It was so frustrating.
Nah, nigga, that's gay, bro. I ain't about to
It was
rise
so
dick.
frustrating.
I was
dog.
young though. I was
Yeah.
a small, you know, 15, 16,
Yeah,
17-year-old
yeah.
nigga trying to act like nah. But later on, as I grew in this music shit, like I noticed that nigga, that's part of this shit.
It's part of the
You
game.
make connections. You get plugged up with different people, and that's how you go where the fuck you want to go. So that's one thing, me personally, you know what I'm saying, that I got to tell you guys, you guys, don't think that's kissing ass, man.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, man.
But
you
from
won't-
those people that you know,
Exactly.
you could gain a lot more knowledge,
Yeah.
and that'll
Very true.
help you as well.
Me
True
personally, man, I think you should just be humble. And never talk to people like you have an ego. Never be cocky. You know, always be yourself. And present yourself a certain way. You know, present yourself how you want people to see you. You know, because your image is everything in this industry. You know, and if you do something to taint your image, then that's just going to ruin any chances that you have in making it or making something out of this. You know what I'm saying? You got to be very careful about what you do. You got to be very careful about what you say in front of the people that you say it. That's just one of the things that I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? Not because I did something wrong, but because I saw people do stupid shit, and I saw what it
Where
did,
it got
where
them.
it got them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
remember, once you put something on the internet is
Nah,
worldwide.
yeah.
It's worldwide.
That shit.
Put something on the internet,
Can't
it
delete that shit,
can go
bro.
everywhere. I mean, like a girl could post a nude, I can screenshot that shit. She thinks nobody
Snap.
has it. Nigga, I got it. Who on it? You feel what I'm saying? It's not the case, but y'all just be careful what y'all do, because once you post something on the internet, you know, there's a chance you could either take it off and get lucky, and or either just you're fucked.
And
You know what I'm saying? So
once you're an entertainer, or you know, any way you deal with music, you know, it doesn't even have to specifically deal with music only, but whenever you're building something, you are your brand. So you have to look at it like that. Even if you look at big corporations and stuff like that, once they have something that dings their image, it's like, oh man, my sales done dropped, all of this and that, and they spend so much time trying to backtrack and recover from that. And it's the same thing, you know, if you're an artist or whatever, or just recently, Johnny Depp, you know, he's all in the news for going upside his girl's head, you know, so
shit.
people are talking about boycotting his movies. You know, so
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it could be the same thing as far as music. You
Yeah.
know, you mess up, say the wrong thing, or present this type of image that doesn't really sit right with you know, your crowd or just people in general. Yeah, you can mess up and, you know, plummet to the bottom after that.
Kill your own career, man.
Yeah.
It's true.
Before it
Very
even
true.
gets started, too. Most
Very
of the time,
true.
you know.
It's very true.
So a lot of that humility and being humble and, you know, practicing your business skills, you know, and networking and everything. Like, I went out the other night, and personally, I'm not the type of person to want to run up and talk to everybody off the top. But coming from a business point of view or perspective, it's actually fun to get out there. You know, the Artistry Hub is new. I'm building a brand. But it's actually fun to get out there and connect with people who are, you know, are just as humble, who have the humility and everything to, you know, respect where you're coming from and what you're doing. So it goes a long way. It goes a real long way to approach business that way.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Cool, man. That's dope knowledge, you know, and you ain't getting that nowhere else but here. So
Artistry Hub,
listen to these guys for real.
Write it down, take it home, study it,
Yes,
come
sir.
back with it and put in work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shut up. Did you know that I can hear you?
He's
Fucking
good.
Cat Williams.
Oh, yeah. I can see you.
Why you lying? Nah, but for real, we gotta take that down, man.
Yeah, for real. So, getting out recently in the community and start seeing more and more local up-and-coming people, you know, from all kinds of genres. Can you speak on anything as far as what will help them as far as performance? Because a lot of people get up on the stage and think they got it already.
Yeah, no,
and they think they're at this point where they could rap like 5 lines out of the whole song, and just
then
dance
that's
the
okay
whole time.
because the song's playing.
Yeah, but you ain't made it yet to be, you know.
First off,
can y'all put some, drop a little knowledge just on performance value and how to better that?
First off, don't fucking do drugs if you're gonna be on stage. Don't do them.
Don't get me wrong. Take a few shots.
A few shots is cool, I guess.
By a few, I mean too. You know,
but don't get. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen, and it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Don't get fucked up. Practice in front of a mirror, man. Grab your remote, grab a fucking lighter, grab something, and just perform in front of a mirror.
Yeah, because we do it.
Yeah, we do that.
We can ask.
Dance. Have a certain part in your song that you're gonna do a certain thing. You know, and practice that every time throughout your set.
Yeah.
And don't perform full 5-minute songs. Nobody wants to sit through. Nobody wants to sit through a 5-minute song, in a performance at least.
Yeah.
You know, and an album and an EP or mixtape, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'll listen to a 10-minute song. I don't care. But in a performance, dude, I just don't want to see it. And I'm an artist. I'm a fucking artist. I know what it's like that you want to show everybody. Oh, oh, look at how amazing this whole song is, dude. Just cut it. But cut it to like 1.5 minutes per song. That way you have more songs you can perform. Like instead of it being a 15-minute set of 3 songs, you have a 15-minute set of 8 songs.
That way they hear more of your catalog.
And not only that, but you can see it in the crowd. Like
people get bored.
Yeah, like if you're rapping the same song 5 minutes, the crowd's just there like.
And another thing to me is like have a hype man. See, me and Speekah don't need them because we're each other's hype man. You know, like I know the end of each bar of his, so that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? If we know a certain song, a certain part.
What song do we know by memory right now that we could give them an example?
Dude.
You gotta hurry up. You gotta hurry up, bro. You gotta say something.
Hey, spit a line. He'll finish it for you. Since y'all know. Go ahead.
See me swerving outside in my
candy coated ride.
You know what I'm saying? That song's old, but it's something, you know. Just have a hype man,
like this, like
your boy. You know,
ka-ching. Ooh, boy, I
smell like money.
I'm laughing at the bank 'cause you fuck niggas look
funny.
Still rocking them Dickies and them
plain tall tees.
See, I got my polo on and my
Levi jeans.
You know what I'm saying?
Little shit like that. Little shit like that, man.
When you're dancing up there, you know, just go,
man.
get loose, but like know your limits.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Don't be out there acting too stupid. But like act stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because people want to see a show. If I go to a show, if I go to see I want to see Plies not too long ago. That nigga ran off on the plug twice. He ran off on the motherfucking plug.
He really ran off.
Yeah, you know. I saw, and that was at the Dove show, Dove Car show with the 97 on the beat. Trey Songz fucking played a live. He had a live band playing his motherfucker. Jeremiah. Jeremiah. Sounded like Jeremiah had a fucking band up there, and like that's something you want to see. You want to see a show.
Yeah.
And you want to see music that you know people are gonna feel before you go out there and perform a song. Make sure at least 10 of your homeboys like it and vibe to it when you show it to them. That's how you know you'll have people vibing to it.
What it sounds like to me, I've never performed myself. Obviously, I'm not an artist, but. I used to DJ a little bit back in the day, and I know a lot of people get caught up in playing for themselves. They play them songs they like, and they don't play to the crowd. And that's what it kind of reminds me of, you know, when you're talking about, you know, playing a song and then switching to a song because nobody wants to listen to it for 5 minutes. Well, nobody wants to listen to this song that I like personally, that nobody else likes for 5 minutes. You know, they leaving the dance floor and stuff because I'm playing for myself and I'm not playing to their emotion or what they want to hear. So it sounds a lot like that. You got to cater to the people.
Of course, DJs, man. There could be DJs that might have that shit lit as fuck. And there could be DJs that might. I've seen it happen. I ain't no names or nothing, but like I've been at events where one DJ goes up there, the crowd is fucking da, you know what I'm saying? The manager has to tell the DJ to chill the fuck down because the bars are empty because everybody's at the dance floor. Yeah. They play the other DJ, everybody's just
at the bar.
I can't even go get no more girls or anything because everybody, they're trying to make me buy them drinks. I ain't about to buy nobody drinks, but you know what I'm saying? It happens. Hey, fuck it. It happens though. That shit happens. That's true, man.
No, yeah,
Please
man.
the crowd.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
another thing too, DJs are so important. I feel like this is a craft that's just been lost.
Yeah.
Have a DJ. Like, you know, every club that you go to has a DJ set, has some sort of a DJ booth with the equipment already there. Bring a DJ, so that way he can hype you up, or you know what I'm saying, or scratch here and there, or. You know, like, little shit like that, it builds a performance. Because if you're just up there and they just press play on your shit, it's boring.
And all you hear is niggas screaming, because some niggas just be screaming, like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
boring,
that
man.
hurts.
It's boring. And I hate to say it like that. I hate to sound like I know it all. But it's just like, that's just the truth.
Somebody got to say it.
Small key things.
Somebody
you know what I'm
say
saying? Yeah, somebody's got to say it, man. And, you know, a DJ is really important. A hype man. Knowing your fucking lyrics, see, like, you know that.
That's what we're trying. That's what we're trying to do. Once we start performing again, we're gonna have a DJ, and what we're gonna work hard on is learning our lyrics.
So that way we just play the beat.
It's just an instrumental. So you'll hear us, you know what I'm saying, hyping.
Actually,
and we'll have 3 people: the DJ, him, and me. So we can hype each other up.
Exactly.
So and that's something people might want to see, because that's what I would want to see.
It's just a craft that's
different.
Been lost.
You know what I'm saying? It's just something different,
you know,
that you haven't really seen out there.
Nobody's done that in years. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I went to an underground hip hop show.
I've never seen
and it's not a fucking song just playing.
Yeah.
You know, like, these niggas are just karaoke. Singing along. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just singing along, and nobody wants to see that. The only way you can show off your talent is by really performing.
Presenting something polished.
Yeah. You know, and that's, to me, that's, you know, worth a lot more. Because nowadays it's really hard to get signed by a label, first of all. But second of all, labels aren't just going to go around and sign any motherfucker. They're going to go around and look for the people that not only have a following, not only have numbers when it comes to views and sales, but can perform, can put on a fucking show.
That's where you make your money these days.
You know, it's your shows. You make it off of shows and off of merchandise. You know, and I guess you could put merchandise on with counted with the tour. But dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, little shit like that is what builds you as an artist into such a polished motherfucker, and you're just it's gonna make you look so much better, be much better, and feel much better if you just work hard at your craft and make sure you're flawless when you're on stage, when you're in the studio, and when you're just in life in general, man. When you're talking to people, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be flawless, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, man, like, Dallas, for example, is now, I don't know if anybody really realizes this, but Dallas is being scouted, man. People like Post Malone and, you know what I'm saying, Gunn and all these other artists that are coming up, you know, are putting a limelight on Dallas. The music scene's really lit right now in Dallas. And labels are out here scouting, man. You know what I'm saying?
Really are, man.
It's a lot more people down at the bottom. You know, I say this all the time. It's a lot more people at the bottom than it is at the top, man.
Yeah.
Always. You got to do what you got to do to separate yourself, you know, from everybody else that's down there with you. You know, and
very true.
That'll help with, you know, having great performances, releasing your music and everything polished and refined and finished. You know, actually feeding the streets. You know, giving them something like consistent work, consistent effort.
Or
try to be as original as you can, man.
Yeah, now that's gonna separate you, you know, from other people. You know, for instance, you know, a lot of people like this auto-tune wave and everything. Well, everybody's doing it. So
but if you can do it the right way,
if you could do it and take it and mold it to something that's yours, that's how you separate yourself and your sound from everybody else.
Exactly.
There was a point where everybody was trying to sound like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to sound like Lil Wayne, and it was a certain dude that I actually heard. I do not remember who he was. I wasn't even interested.
Yeah.
But this nigga, he said his name like, you know how Young Money, baby. What does it say?
Young Moolah,
Baby. Well, he said his name. Something, baby.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that sounds just like Lil Wayne. So, hey, you like that?
Yeah. You bite.
Yeah,
You
bro.
bite.
I heard the nigga sound like Lil Boozy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, nigga.
Oh man, and another thing that I have we haven't like said anything on is like, don't think that people are hating on your music when they tell you that your shit sucks. Your shit sucks, and it sucks. Like, people are honest as shit. Like, people, like, believe me, back 10 years ago when I first started, people told me all the time my shit was garbage. You know, I literally found my shit in the garbage. But with time, you know, like, I was able to polish my shit, you know what I'm saying, make my shit sound better, and now my numbers have piled up. But just don't think that because somebody tells you that you need to go back and re-record, or because they don't like your song for whatever reason that they're hating. They're not hating. They're giving you an honest opinion, and you should take that as constructive criticism and work on it.
And
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Just, if you have homeboys that tell you everything goes hard when you know them boys,
They're fucking lying. They're liars.
Get rid of them homeboys.
The fuckers are liars.
There's look, like, and this for other people that might watch this, and if you're not an artist but you have friends that are artists, be honest with them. Like, you can't have your homeboy like, yeah, that shit lit, when you know damn well it's not. Cause these niggas gonna think, oh shit, yeah, my nigga's fucking with it, he's gonna go make a fool out of himself. I'll be honest, tell him, hey bro, sit down, be like, hey man,
sit your homie down and let him know
trying to be
that this is not for him.
And tell him, and just don't forget to say at the end, they're like, but you cool though.
But you cool
You know what I'm
though.
saying? But you cool.
Nice
though.
try. You tried.
But
You know what I'm saying?
just be honest.
You get points for effort. But but like seriously, man, like
Be honest.
it's all about honesty. Honesty matters so much to us as artists. Like, people tell us till now, like, hey dude, you need to fix this. I didn't feel like you were on point in this bar, yada yada. You know, like, we don't take that shit to heart.
No,
we've
had nasty ass criticism.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like, but we use that and we're like, okay, well, maybe they're right. Maybe we need to polish this.
We go back
and we fucking polish it, and by the end of the day,
nigga?
Yeah,
Okay.
they like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about like making sure your shit is grade A, man.
Take it all positive, man.
Take it all positive, man.
I come from a graphic design background, and every day, you know, we draw, you know, have work to present, put on the wall for everybody to critique in our classes.
Word.
And one of the rules was you had to say 2 negative things before you ever said anything positive about someone's work. Because if you're always telling them, oh man, that's great, you know, that's beautiful, da 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 da, where are you going to improve at?
Exactly.
You know, if you always think your stuff is great, you know, people are always, you know, blowing smoke up your behind. Because, you know, because you're their homie, you know, that's not how you get better.
He's probably holding the blunt. He told, hey, what you think about my song? You're like, it was cool, bro. Alright.
He just want to hit that.
Some niggas might do that shit. There's niggas that do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I'm saying?
And you know, that it all points to how you get better. You know, it's always a sensitive subject. When you're talking about something somebody's put their time, their effort, you know, and it's their craft and they have passion about it, it's always a sensitive subject when you're coming in and critiquing. So, I mean, obviously be mindful of that, but be straight up and forward with people, you know.
Honesty is key, man.
Exactly. You know, you're not making them any better, and they're not going to progress in their field, whatever it may be. It applies to anything, music, whatever, art, whatever you do.
If your homeboy ever does come up, he's going to be like, I'm taking my nigga because he was a fucking really, if I ever make a song, he's going to tell me if it sucks or not. Mm-hmm. That's one thing, too. If you're honest with your homeboys, you don't come up with them if they come up.
If they come up.
You know what I'm saying?
Honesty has always been key, man, and that's just something, you know, I come from a Mexican background, and that's just something my mom always told me. Mm. Like, from the jump, like, as a kid. Like, if she caught me lying, you know what I'm saying, it was go time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom didn't play that
Trust
shit.
me, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't had timeout.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't had timeout. Nah, nigga.
We Mexican, bro. There was no such thing as timeout.
Got that famous chocolate.
Yeah, that famous chocolate. World famous
chocolate.
I know, but seriously, man, like, honesty is key. Always be honest to your friends. Always be honest about whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what that person does. If you don't like it, let them know why. And tell them you don't like it. And tell them maybe they will take it in a positive way and they'll improve, just like you're saying, bro.
Yeah.
Because if you keep telling somebody it's good and it's not good, they're going to run around swearing to God it is good, but it's not.
And then by that time, their head's all big, you know, the egos exploded and all of that. And sometimes you can't backtrack. And once they get to that height and then, you know, they thought they made it or this and that, and somebody comes and shoots them down, and it's just like, oh man, like,
gives
I
them
thought
a reality
my stuff was
check.
a reality check hard, because everybody's always told you your stuff was good, when in reality you could have been improving this whole time and have a reason to have that ego or, you know, your head big, you know, work up to that,
Exactly.
Cool, man. I love talking to y'all. Y'all always drop some good knowledge and everything.
Yeah, man.
But before we get ready to wrap this up, man, are there any performances, anything y'all are plotting on? Any way we could catch y'all out on the streets right now?
Performances, nah, dude. To be honest with you, right now since we haven't dropped anything, it's kind of hard, you know, to want to perform, because performance shit that we made 3 years ago is like,
yeah,
you know, like, we can do that, but we don't want to do that.
But
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because we got so much good shit on the way that it's like, as soon as our first song drops, I guarantee you we're gonna have shows. Just stick to our websites, man. BigSpeekah.com, GetAtARAGÓN.com. All that shit is gonna be on there for sure. No questions asked.
Oh yeah.
Like I was gonna tell them, we haven't released any music, but we ain't been slacking. We've been meeting club owners.
Very true.
Big DJs.
Very
you know what I'm saying? Big sponsorship people like that sponsor you or, you know, promote.
Yeah, like sponsors and shit like that.
So once we get this music that we have coming out, like, we'll have like clubs to get it.
Yeah, and not only will our music be sold by us on our websites, but they'll be at venues. You know what I'm saying? Because that's ultimately the goal, to be able to sell your shit at a store.
Table,
you know what I'm saying? And that shit right there says a lot. You know, and that's what me and Speekah have been doing. We've been doing a lot more. We haven't been slacking because we've been doing a lot more of like the behind the scenes networking type shit.
See, that's why I'm telling you guys, man. Don't be scared to go up and ask for the owner and get to know the owner. You know, there's nothing wrong with that shit. Because
you'll never know. What if you catch him on a really, really, really good day?
I got club owners' numbers on my motherfucking phone. Boss niggas' numbers on the phone. You know they've told us once y'all's music comes out,
come shoot a video here.
Because we've showed them
come
previews.
Perform here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Have events.
I got a Ableton Push performance coming up soon. I don't consider that a performance, you know, because it's. Well, I guess it is a performance, but it's more of like it's pretty intense. But it's more of like a beat producing thing, like live.
Okay.
An owner of a bar we were just at not too long ago, like sat down and talked to us and said, like, if you ever want to perform, if you ever want to do an Ableton performance or just perform in general, do it here. Because, you know, we've showed him like videos of shows that we've had in the past, and he wants us to bring our people, because our people are really down to come and spend money, you know, and, you know, just have a good time. And that's what the owner wants. He wants people to come by, have good reviews about the place, and, you know, that's so important, to just be able to like sit down and talk to people, because you just don't know who the hell you're talking to.
Not only that, but you might be able to relate to the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be able just to relate to people or vibe, because when me and him are together, like, we vibe good with people. You know what I'm saying? We got, we from, you know, we got that mouthpiece, man. We could fucking talk to people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what me and him have. We could talk to you, and I'm not saying we're bullshitting or anything. You know what I'm saying? We're honest, but we know exactly how to talk to people and come the right way instead of coming the wrong way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yes, you know, that's what we've been doing lately, man. Just talking to bosses.
Oh yeah, putting in the groundwork.
Boss.
That hog status.
Yeah. And one thing, you know, Once we do have our merchandise out in the cities and everything, I'm actually talking to the people from Villa Shoe Stores. Have you ever heard of it?
Okay,
no, Villa Shoe Stores. Yeah, search it up. Villa, Villa, and that's probably where we're gonna have all our merchandise.
Okay. Nice shirts and shit.
Shirts,
like
CDs,
sweatpants.
Any upcoming shows, tickets or anything.
Yeah.
More than likely they'll have it.
Yeah, y'all be sure to let me know about
and
that.
Y'all go shop shoes. As for Jesus, my boy Jesus. Shout out to Jesus. But yeah, man, the Villa Shoe Store, they actually think that they help sponsor the motherfucking Dub Show.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they're actually doing like 6 stores.
That's a good way to get in touch with other sponsors. Look at who else is out at these shows and stuff. People whose businesses are on the bill.
And never be a dick to people, because you never know who the fuck is gonna be who.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we got like we got homeboys from high school that are doing some shit.
Somebody's blowing up Speekah. It's the hoes.
I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's an ugly girl.
I'm sorry.
It's a fat chick. It's a fat chick.
Yeah, y'all be cool with people, because you never know who the fuck is running what. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not talk to a person and you don't even know if they're like my homeboy, one of my friends. I've always been cool with him since the jump. We didn't talk that much, but he's the one with the Villa. He's working with Villa. Yeah. I think his brother-in-law or something is actually one of the managers or some shit like that. So he told me, cool as motherfucker, man. Hey, when y'all get y'all shit out, bring it here. I showed him some of our music. I don't know if I told you, but I showed him some of our music, and he said, like, bro, I fuck with that shit. What the fuck is y'all doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to get that shit out there. And I was like, yeah, bro, I got you. So, yeah. Yeah.
Again, good business, networking tactics, skills. Polish them, work on them, constantly talk to people, be constantly aware of your image and how you present yourself, your brand is going to go a long way, like we said earlier, man.
Yes, it is.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate having y'all on today.
Again, anytime, brother, anytime.
And we'll, like I said, we'll be following them, keeping up with their music, releases, shows, everything related to Fat Boy status.
Yeah. Fat Boy status.
Big boy stay winning. You know what I'm saying?
BigSpeekah.com, GetAtAragon.com, at BigSpeekah, at GetAtAragon on all social media.
Keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple.
Simple as fuck. Easy to find. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You can get at the Artistry Hub, like I said, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Google+. All at the Artistry Hub. We're keeping up with all the local artists from all kinds of genres, so stay in tune. Go ahead and visit the website, the Artistry Hub, and sign up. I got more local artists, more musicians, all kind of music talent coming to link up on their site just to get in contact and collaborate and start pulling each other's skills and skill sets and everything to better their music, whatever it may be. And we also got more behind the scenes stuff coming from the Artistry Hub. So check us out, definitely. It's your boy Neek, and we out.
Stack my money up high, way to past the ceiling, gliding 22-inch tires. This high so appealing. My attitude is so raw, like motherfuck your feelings. I've been sitting here scheming, all these bitch niggas they stay mad, like how the fuck is they winning? We been shooting straight for the top, and won't settle for none less. But you been getting that guap.